Okay, students, it's sharp 7:40. Okay, so I'll be starting the session now. Okay, so telling about the session. So first of all, I want to assure whether you can hear me. Just drop me a message to the co-host. Students, please message. Be interactively. Students, I need a message. Can hear, right? Okay, okay. Yes, I need it. Okay. So, students who don't have the code, I'll drop it through the chat. Wait a minute. So I dropped the document to the chat. I hope everyone got it. It's loading. Okay, it's sent. Okay. So the PDF will be uploaded by now. So telling about this lesson, so you have to know what is the purpose of this seminar and everything, no? Okay. So chat through the co-host. Okay. You're sending any message. Okay. So if you're telling about this lesson, okay, business environment. Okay. Why this lesson is important, guys? Okay. So important, check with me. So you have to be very interactive. At least just put an emoji or something. So I know that you are leaving, no? Okay, so students, so telling about this lesson, business environment. Okay, so in this lesson, you will be learning about, okay, what is business environment. So if I'm telling about the summary, and also what are the factors affecting it, and also why, about the SWOT analysis. It's very important because why? So in your O levels, okay, you have something called as a main question in part 2. Okay, in part 2, you have something called as a description. You have a description, right? So in this description, you have to identify what is strength, what are weakness, what are opportunities, and what are threats. So in order to understand that, you have to have a clear understanding about this chapter. Understood, students? Okay. So that's why I selected this lesson. Okay. So without further ado, okay, students, use the chat. Okay. Understood or not? Okay. Yes. Now. So telling about what is business environment. Okay. Now let us say, okay. Let us say, okay. So example, I'm taking, okay, someone has said, okay. So let us take, okay, there is a business. Okay. So in order to conduct the business, okay, there are some factors. Okay. If these factors get together, okay, there are some factors, like in example, some things, okay, that makes the business to grow. Okay. It helps the business. Okay. And also, there's also some factors, and also there are some environments, okay, which help the business. Example, you can see about the economic environment, okay. If you have any example, this economic environment, the example, so if the country is stable, that means you can successfully run your business, okay, without any issue, something like that. So if let us go to the okay, so if you're thinking about business environment, it is something, the forces, okay, the forces which acts inside the business and outside the business. So this is simply called as business environment. And also importantly, okay, you can hear me, right? Okay, okay, okay. So then if you're thinking about business environment, so when these factors are being activated, like it's being on, so when these forces are or factors are on, this is called as business environment. So simply to understand, I given a definition. So this business environment is something inside and outside a business that affects its performance. Okay, so you have the people, the law, the technology, the trends, and the global economy. So you can see clearly how trends are affecting the business, no? So now mostly business are being initiated through these trends, through these TikToks and everything you can see, no? So this is how a business is being done. Okay. So let us see. So if you see about business environment, the correct definition is like this. Okay. So guys, if you don't have the printout of it, okay, just take a paper. Okay, take a paper and write it. Okay, write the note. So it will be one. You will be revising it. So one, I think I hope that. So first of all, can you tell me how many is everyone grade 10 or grade 11? Just to get an idea. Let's drop a message. Grade 11. So Tarush is grade 11. We have grade 10s. Okay, grade 10 and grade 11. Okay, another grade 10. Okay. Okay. So we have both grade 10 and grade 11. Okay. So here, if you are seeing about, so that means you might be new. Okay, you might be new. And also, it would be most this business environment, this lesson is coming for school exams, from exams. So let's just focus on that also. Okay. So if you're telling about, so I hope you have the textbook and everything. Okay. So just take a piece of paper. Okay. Write it beautiful business environment. Let's write the correct definition. Okay. So if you're telling about it, okay, the factors within the business, okay, right with me. The factors within the business or outside the business, it affect the existence of the business. So normally if you are telling about the definition, the factors means that something like any factors. So it can be inside the business or outside the business, and also it can affect the business directly or indirectly. Okay, in both ways it can affect the business directly or indirectly. Okay. So when studying, okay, students, so there is another study tip. So when you are studying definitions, students, don't go and study old, okay, don't go. What you have to do, identify the key definition. Really, what is business environment? So if you are seeing its factors, okay, so I'll help you, like how we have to study from the start, from now itself. Just learn how to study, okay, students. Okay, so the factors, so we normally factors, okay, within the business, okay, or outside, which affects the existence directly or indirectly. Okay. So if you are seeing, okay. So if you are seeing example, let us take example for plant. So normally, so that now let's go through like this. Okay. Let's take example like this business. Okay, business is like a plant. Okay, so while a plant needs both factors. One, we need internally we have to give something, and also externally we have to give something. Then only the plant will grow. No, something like that. So here a business is comprised of two environment. What internal environment and external environment. Okay, students, okay, be clear with it because today we'll be having a quiz session at the end of the session, okay? So we'll be having a quiz, a normal quiz session, okay? So, and also other things, I also have uploaded the questionnaires. So there we'll be also doing past paper. We'll be discussing past paper questions also. Okay, students? Let's dive into the lesson. So if you're explaining about the environment, okay, a business environment consists of two. One is internal environment and external environment. Internal environment means something simply like this. Okay, something the people or individuals who are inside the business. Okay, if you are saying this is a Hafsa's business, for example, so the individuals or the factors inside the business, okay, is known as internal environment. So normally if you take internal environment, no syllabus, okay, students don't get confused. Always it will be what? Owners, managers and employees. It will not change. Okay, it will never change. Always owners, managers and employees. So now normally can you tell? Okay, so owners, you can see, inside the business, you'll be having an owner, you can see a manager and you can see an employee. It's not changing, no? It's something, it's there always. Okay, so if you are seeing about external environment, students, external environments are simply the forces or parties acting outside the business. Okay, they are outside the business. You can't, every day you can't see them. Okay, every day you can't see them. Understood, students? Example, every day our customers will be changing. We'll be changing our who are customers. I think you have studied about stakeholders under unit number 1. Do you have any idea about stakeholders who are customers, suppliers, and competitors? You can send me a message through the chat or just raise your hand. Waiting for yes. So you have an idea, no? So customers are the individuals who buy our goods and services, and suppliers are the person who provide us raw materials, and competitors are the business who engage in the same business as us. Understood, students? Okay. So these are some factors. Okay, let us go deep into this. So when speaking about internal environment, okay, so just for an idea, an internal environment is something within the business, a keyword, okay, within the business. Always when you have MCQs, okay, students, go with the keywords. So it's very easy for us to identify whether it's within the business or outside. So if it is internal, see whether you have something inside the business. Okay, if it is external, it's outside the business. So if you're saying about internal environment, okay, can you tell me, anyone can you tell me what is the definition of internal environment? The precise definition in the textbook, because when you're writing okay, answers for your O levels, any term paper, be sure that you write the definition that is in the textbook. Okay. Finally, the paper marking panel will be seeing the definition which is given in the, that means in the guide. Understood, students? Anyone who have an idea about it? Students, that's a chat to be interactive. Do you have any idea about what is internal environment? Did you go through this chapter before coming to the seminar? So normally, students send to the co-host. Inside the business. Yes, correct. No, it is inside the business. Okay. Wait, I'll change my name so that students can identify. I hope now you can identify guys. Okay. So yes, as Nuha said, yes, intel environment means something, yes, inside the business, correct now. Okay, so if you're seeing about the book definition, so you have to get the book definitions. It's very important. Okay, so here we can see that, okay, in your definition, you have both. So inside the business, there will be also parties. Parties means like stakeholders, not the normal parties, okay, students, not that party. Okay, parties means like individuals. Okay, parties and forces. Forces means something same as parties only. Okay, but they are forcing it. Okay, they will be there, something like that. Okay, students. So they will be having both parties and forces acting within. So the keyword is what? Within the business. Okay, students. Okay. Just drop off the definition here quickly. Okay, just simply what you can do. So under Intel environment, now we'll be discussing, okay, about the parties inside. Okay, so namely, what do we have? Whom do we have? Yes, we have owners, managers, and employees. So normally, if you're saying about, so this is, let's go with the summary. So owners are the, can you tell me who are owners? Just give me a simple brief. Who are owners? Something like a small description or something. Students, owners, who are owners? I don't know who are owners. Huh? Nobody? Nuha? Harushi? Yes, it's the main person for the business. Okay, main person. Yes, Nuha, it's the main person. Other than that, he's the person who provides what? He's the person who gives the capital or who gives the money to start. Yes, who rules the business, right? Correct. Who rules the main person? Yes. Manisha correct? Hima correct? Nuha also correct. So the idea is correct. So mainly, owners are the individuals who provide the money or who invest the money into the business, like a kid, no? So you can see here. So normally owners are the individuals who provide money. Let's get an idea. Next, can you tell me who is the missing stakeholder? Who is the missing stakeholder? Can anyone say me? Who is the missing one? Yes, Manisha. It's managers. Yes, Manisha. Managers. Manisha. Managers, correct. So managers, tell me who are managers now. You so normally you go and see the movie. Managers are who? Normally they are the stakeholders or they are the people, parties who make decisions. Now normally we know owners are the people who make decision, not teachers. No, managers, owners, what they do? I'll give money, you take the decision and you guide the team. Or you, however, you have to give me a revenue something. So these are man. So what they do? These owners give the managers. So the managers are the individuals who mainly take the decision. Okay, decision making is done by who? Mainly done by the managers. You know what happened to my Okay. So now, so managers are the individuals. So now, okay, so as now let us go with employees now. So employees are the individuals who do the work, right? So let us see how they're affecting it. So normally, so now let us see how these owners and managers and employees are affecting it. Okay. So normally if owners, okay, now let us can you tell me students, okay, what if the owner has more capital? That means if what if he has more money? Is it good or bad to the business? Can you tell me? Is it good or bad to the business? Having more money? When you are seeing with the perspective of owners, it's good, no? Now tell me if what if owners have a very good business knowledge, is it good or not? Yes, it's good, right? Yes, Tanushi. And how about the experience? So you can tell that. So these having this a very good, having a amount of money, an adequate amount of money, having a business knowledge, okay, having a business experience. So it makes what? It makes the business successful. So you can see it is affecting it internally. Okay, business experience. Okay. So now let us see example for managers. So if you are seeing with managers, for example, let us see if the manager is very bad with the employees, okay, always shouting, is it good or bad, students? Tell me, managers, good or bad? It's bad, no? So you can see, no? So it's affecting the customers. Okay, so because so what customers won't come and what happens? Yeah, so we won't get sales, no? We won't get the income or something. So you can see managers, so managers' behavior, okay, that will be affecting the business internally. Employees, how employees? So example, you can see you have an employee. Okay, now tell me the difference. So there is employee A and employee B. Okay, now employee A is very skillful. He knows when you are yes, when you are comparing the owners and managers, managers are the main. No, now it is like this. Managers are the individuals who take the decisions. Yes, like they are made, but the decision making is mainly done by them. Understood, Hima? The money is provided by the owners. Did you get it clarified? Okay. So employees, so you know what so there is two employees, employee number A and employee number B. Okay. So, and also you can see this employee number A, okay? You go for a shop, this employee A is very good, very good. He is very friendly and everything like that. But this employee number B will be very bad, okay? Having a very bad attitude, you know, and something like that. And also here, he is very skillful. Who is better? Employee number A or employee number B? Actually, yes, no, it will be employee number A. So you can see, no, so when you have a very good attitude or the employees, when they have very good skills, it's a very advantage. So what happened? Our customers are thinking, here employees are very good, no? So let's go and buy from them. So because of what? So what happened? Then what happened? Then our sales will increase, no? Then customers will come. Then we can expand our business, something like that. Understood, students? Are you clear until now? Just drop a message or just raise your hand. Yes, yes, okay, okay, clear, right? Okay, now let us go with yes, okay, thank you, yes, okay, 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 right? Now let us step into external environment, okay? Under this external environment, we'll be studying like this, okay? Stakeholders, okay, external stakeholders, okay, there are three external stakeholders, other are environment. So we have to go deeply. Not with every environment they won't ask question, but there are some certain environments where we have to focus on. where repeatedly questions are being asked. Okay, students. So if you're saying about external environment, students, so external environment is where you have mainly, okay, they are affecting outside the business. Okay, they are not always inside the business. They are changing. Okay, they are always changing. Okay, students. Okay, so first of all, who we have customers. So you know, customers are the individuals who buy our goods and services, right? Who buy our goods and services. Okay, and who are suppliers? Yes, suppliers are the individuals who provide raw materials. You know, so in order to, if you are having a manufacturing business, you need raw materials. So from whom you obtain? From the suppliers. Understood, student? Okay. And also, can you tell me who is the third stakeholder? External stakeholder. Who will be it? Customers, suppliers. Someone is missing. Who is that? Who is the missing person? It's very important. We have customers. Yes, Manish. It's competitors. Correct. Because we have to know, no? Let us see how customers, suppliers, and competitors are affecting our business. Yes. Nishanas. Competitors. Now let us see. If you are seeing customers, okay. So if you are seeing about customers buying patterns, okay, it affects our business. The example, let us see. Now, always what happens? We are changing, no? Always what our now can you now before 2 years ago and now is your preference same or is it different when you go shopping? Now let us see. Tell me, is it same or different? Shopping preference, the color, the style, something. Our students, is it same or different? It's different, no? Why it's different? Because why? We always tend to change with the trend, right? We always tend to change with the trend. So we can see customers buying pattern. It will be affecting us because why? Now we should identify the buying pattern of the customers and only reduce, right? So it will be affecting it, buying patterns. Okay? And about the satisfaction of the customers, it will really affect the business. Understood, students? Okay. Now let us see suppliers. How suppliers will be affecting our business. Okay. From outside the business, how they are going to rule our business. Huh? Let us see. Okay. Now let us see these suppliers. Let us see what happened. Now supplier will be there. Okay. Supplier is telling, okay, I need a order. Now we are telling, okay, I need a order. Okay. At this correct time, I need. Okay. This supplier is telling, okay, he's promising and he's saying, okay, I'll bring the raw material. Then suddenly he's telling, okay, during that day, he saying, no, sorry, it got delayed. So can you tell me, is it affecting our business or not? When he doesn't bring our raw materials on time, is it affecting or not? Tell me. Yes, it's affecting, right? You can see this. You can see it. You can see it's affecting. Okay. So can you tell me other things? What happens in supply? The example of supply is telling, okay, like, okay, so now we are telling, okay, now we have to start the business, but what do? We don't have money in hand. We are telling the supplies, okay, what do we do? We'll pay it later. So it's something related to supplies, no? So what so we can continue our business without the money on credit basis, and also we can successfully conduct our business. Yes, production will be getting late, correct. If we don't get our raw materials on time. Correct. Okay. So now let us see competitors. Now, can you tell me how competitors will be affecting you? Now let us tell me how your enemy will be affecting with your studies. Tell me. Now you have an enemy. Okay. That enemy, he or she started to study. What will happen to you? Tell me. Tell me what will happen to you. Just tell me how, what effect on you. Your enemy started to study. Huh? Any idea? No enemies. Yeah, you will be getting news. No, whatever. You are in a competition now. No, you will be saying, okay, how will I have to gain marks? No, then what happened? Your competitor. What happened? They tend to reduce of customers. Reduce of customers. Okay, let's see, Hima. Okay, interesting about competitor. Example, you so what happened? So when you're speaking about companies, is if our companies increase, the price of other companies will also increase the price. Is correct. So like that only in our real life also, when we start, so when our companies start to study, okay, we start to say, she is studying now. Let's also study. Let's also gain marks. Why only him, huh? Like that, we'll also so like that only. So it will be affecting our business. Okay, understood, students? Are you precisely clear with these three stakeholders, external stakeholders? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. So if they ask a question, who are the internal stakeholders of a business? Who should be right? Tell me, who are the internal stakeholders? Internal stakeholders will be whom? Owners, managers, and employees. Get it that in the mind. So if they ask internal stakeholders, okay, teacher, we didn't study no under stakeholders, internal stakeholders. No, here only what they did introduce. So here under internal environment, there are internal stakeholders. Correct, Noha? Correct, Hima? Correct? Yes. Okay. So if they ask internal stakeholders, that will be what? Owners, managers, and employees. If they ask who are the external stakeholders, that will be what? Customers, suppliers, companies. You can't go, don't go and write political environment. Environments are not stakeholders. So if they're asking who are the external environment, external stakeholders, it will be customers, suppliers, and competitors. Okay. So students, can you just draw a summary here? Okay. Just put stakeholders for stakeholders. Stakeholders. Just write a small summary. Okay, students. Stakeholders. Okay. Write internal, external. Okay. Internal and external. And write the three stakeholders. Here you have owners. Here you have owners. Here you have managers. Now study itself, okay? And employees. Clearly, okay? Be clear. Don't miss the class, okay? Don't just come to the class and see YouTube or other things on one side, okay? There will be a quiz session at the end of the lesson, okay? Next, so we have owners, managers, and employees. So if you are thinking about external environment, will be who? It will be customers, competitors, and employees. Sorry, competitors and suppliers. Competitors and suppliers. Okay. Give just around 2 minutes to write pages. Okay. Don't go and put with highlighters. Just a rough. Okay. Or just a rough note. Okay. A rough note. And just go with it. You are done, just drop a message, student. Okay, that just drop a message. Okay, done. Okay. So now let's step into environment. So under external environment, so we are still discussing external environments. Okay. So under external environment, we'll be studying about political environment, legal environment, and also technological environment, economical environment. Okay. So we'll be going through that. And we have global environment also. And next we'll be also learning about SWOT analysis. Okay. How we can study the environment through what? Okay. So, if you're going, okay, under political environment, so political environment, student, just to tell briefly, political environment are the policies by the government, okay? It is the policies by the government. Simply now, example, policies means the rules and regulations that is introduced by the government, okay? Example, infrastructure policy, something related to roads, something like that, and fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is something related to money terms. Okay. So these are two examples of policy. Okay. Now can you tell me is legal? Now most students get confused with legal environment, political environment. Now can you tell me, okay, students, can you tell me, should we follow so legal, if you're telling about legal, is it something that we should follow or not follow? Like we can avoid it. Tell me. Yes, laws and regulation. So it is something, so legal, should we follow it or should we follow it? Like, okay, we can just leave it out or something. Ah, students? Yes. So legal is something that we should follow, we must follow. Rules of policies means something, okay, it's no problem, like, it is okay if you not follow also. Okay, something like that. Okay. So if you now, so we went through what is political environment. Okay, under legal environment. Okay. So in legal environment, it consists of what? Normally, legal environment consists of what and what? Yes, it has what? Laws and regulation. Okay. It is the laws and regulation which must be followed. Okay, students. Laws and regulations that must be followed. So can you tell me what now normally why do we need a legal environment? Really, why do we need? Okay, why do we need like these authorities? Like why do we need really? Can you tell me? Yes. So under your syllabus, you have to know that normally why do we need a legal environment? Or why do we need a police? Okay, why do we need something called as law or something? Why do we need something legally? Means mostly is to protect our consumers. So what do we have? Examples what business what they can do, they have many malpractices, no, they can increase the price of the goods. So who will come and rescue? To be the law, no? Consumer affairs authority. They will come and see, okay, check why the prices are very high. They will be protecting the customers, consumers. And next, to protect domestic manufacturing. Domestic means Sri Lankan. Okay, inside Sri Lanka, they will be, okay, why you are importing? You have here, no, in Sri Lanka, you'll be having manufacturers. Why don't you take from them? They will question. Okay, so why legal environment is important? To protect consumers, to protect domestic manufacturers, to protect the business community, and to protect the environment. Okay, for example, what if we go and dump a business? They will be business. Okay, they will be what they will be taking. Okay, they will be cutting down trees. So what they will do? They will go and tell. Okay, you can't. Okay, but you have to do something returning it. Something we call as business social BSR. So what? So business can go and they can create a project, so they can go and plant trees, something like that. So they will be seeing. Okay, okay. It is not just so these legal authorities, these commissions, government institutions, they will come and check the business. Okay. So in your syllabus, they will be asking who are the government. Okay. Who are the name some authorities, commissions. So these are the authorities. These are the books they will be coming. Okay. They will be coming and seeing, okay, is the business conducting correctly or not? Is it abiding the rule or not? Otherwise, you should pay fine. Understood, students? Okay, so this is one of the important points. Okay, just put a star mark. So mostly this will be tested on your school exams. Okay. Okay. This is one of the important things. Okay. They will ask name some authorities and commissions who are responsible for the legal environment. Okay. So if you are seeing about the example for laws and regulation, it will be what? It will be Consumer Companies Act number 7 of 2007 and Consumer Affairs Authority. So Companies Act number 2007 is something related to when you're starting a company. Okay. So when you're starting a company, they are telling that you have to have like this number, you have to like have these documents, something related under Companies Act number 7 of 2007. So under Consumer Affairs Authority, depending, okay, you have to have this price, okay, you have to sell with this quantity, you can only sell with these ingredients, these specific ingredients. If you are using chemicals, you have to use some certain ratio, something like that. Also students, okay. Now let us dive into technological environment. Okay, so if you see a technological environment, it is rapidly affecting our business. Now mostly we are now into AI era. Okay, mostly now you can see we have AI, right? Do you have any idea with AI, students? Friends, do you have any idea about AI? What is AI? Okay, it's artificial intelligence, correct? It's artificial intelligence. Okay, so normally you can see that normally what, like, let us see like before 20 years how the business was and now how is it? Now what do we use? We use generative AI, artificial intelligence, no? So our business not like before. Okay, if you are seeing the real world example, AI is now being developed. Okay. So you can see that if you are seeing real example, online stores like Amazon use what they use robots in warehouses and AI to recommend products. So if you are going for the Amazon stores, okay, if you are going for the website, you can see no recommended products. So they will be giving. Now you are thinking, okay, I want to buy something. Let us say you want to buy a phone or something. Okay, you want to buy a phone. So suddenly you go to the Amazon and you see your phone is coming. So what they do? They collect our information through how AI. Okay. Now we'll be diving into, so I'll be going little bit of fast with other environment because we have to focus on main environment, which is economic environment. So just put a star mark for this. Okay, just put a star mark. Okay. So if you are seeing about economic environment, so if they ask what is economic environment or what is political environment or legal environment, just write like this. The forces, okay, the economic environment, the economic forces affecting the business is called as what? Economic environment. Legal factors, okay, if you're in legal environment, legal factors affecting the business is called as what? Legal environment. Okay, you can create the definition like that. Okay. So under economic environment, you'll be seeing what are the factors. Okay, really with what these factors it's been helping. Okay. First of all, one of the most important factor is what? Interest rate. What, students? Interest rate. Okay. If only interest rate means it is the rate. Okay. Interest rate is the rate given by the given by the given by the government for bank loans and deposits. Okay. So do you have any idea that, okay, so when you go to a bank, okay, I'll just give you a small description about it. So when you go to a bank, okay, so when you obtain a loan, what you have to do every month you have to pay what? You have to pay interest, no? So that interest rate only they are speaking here. Okay, that will be also what? That will be also affecting our business. Okay. Now, example, let us say our interest rate, okay, that rate is very high. It can be 5%, it can be 10%. Okay. What happened now? We have to pay it. No, we have to pay with the amount. Example, you take 100 rupees. Every month they are telling, because banks won't just give us money, students. Okay. What they will be doing, so they are telling, okay, every month, okay, we'll be giving you the loan, but every month you have to give me 10% of it. So what the government is telling, okay, bank, what you have to do? If you are giving loans, always what you have to give 10% of it. You have to obtain 10% of the amount from every person who obtains the loan. Okay, students. So what then? Okay, so then what you can say? Then the bank will tell you, okay, so 10% will be 10. So every month, okay, you have to pay this 10 rupees. So what if the amount is high? Is it good or bad? Can we like expand our business? So do we think, okay, let us obtain the money, or we will think not to obtain the money? What is your idea, students? Manisha, Nuha? Should we obtain or not obtain the loan? If the interest is very high, yes, not, yes, correct, not to obtain, because why? We have to pay more, no? So what will be the, okay, no need to expand it. So like that, interest rate will be affecting us. Interest rate will be affecting our business. Okay, now can you tell me inflation? This inflation is very popular in Sri Lanka, always will be. For these last 5 years, inflation has been increasing. Okay, still now what happened? Suddenly, what is inflation is something, the continuous increase in price of goods and services. Okay, suddenly it will get high. So the increasing that amount, that is called as inflation. The increasing, continuous increasing what? Price of goods and services. Okay. Increase in price of goods and services. Okay, done. Okay. So if you're talking about income distribution, so students, income distribution is something that, okay, it is how the total money of Sri Lanka is being distributed to every person, to every individual. Understood, students? Okay, that is something called as income distribution. Okay, how the national income is being distributed among its people, among its nation, something like that. Okay. The next one will be coming with the main important thing, level of employment or employment level. Okay. So under here we'll be studying about how levels or employment will be affecting our business. Is it good if we have more unemployment? If we have more unemployment, is it good or bad for our country? Is it good or bad for our country? Students, is it good or bad? Yes? Yes, it's correct. It's what? It's bad, no? What we can say, it's very bad. Because why? Like you study, but if there is no job, it's bad, no? It's not good for the country. So normally there's something called as full employment. Normally, if you are seeing Northwestern province papers, they will be asking, define full employment. So students, full employment means something like this. Okay, you will be having job. So everyone who studied or who is qualified, they will be having a job. They will be having a job. That is something called as full employment. Full employment. Okay, let us write what is full employment. Right? Avinu, Avinu, Kumar, Abhay, VHP. Okay, students. So it's normally telling that everyone, the individual, will having the opportunity to obtain a job. Something like that. Okay. So foreign exchange rate. So if you are saying about foreign exchange rate, students, okay, what are foreign exchange rates? Can you tell me? Foreign exchange rate are simply like this. Okay. It is the rate where one currency is being exchanged to another currency. Something, foreign exchange rate. Okay. So one currency being exchanged to one country within to another currency. Okay. So if you are seeing, okay, let us see, let us fill this one. What are the currency used in this country? Tell me about England. England, what do we use? Yes, what do we use? We use euro, right? What do we use? We use euro. India, what do we use? We use rupees, right? We use rupees. USA, what do we use? Dollars. What do we use? Dollars. Italy, yes, do we use what? We use here also in euro. And under Japan, what do we use? Yen. Yes, I'll send the completed PDF. Okay. Now let us last one, saving. Okay, can you tell me, students, savings means what? Mama is telling, save the money. Always she's telling, save. What is save? Saving is means something from the income. Okay, you are saving that portion without spending it. Understood, students? Without spending it, you will be saving it. That is called as savings. You will be keeping that money. Okay, so the more the savings, the more it's better. That means more the savings the country have. Okay, what we can invest in very good business opportunities. Okay, students, it is the proportion of income which one individual eat without spending. Eat without spending. Okay. Okay. Go through this. So what did we learn? We learned about economic environment. So under interest rate, so it is the rate given by the government for bank loans and deposits. Inflation is continuous increase in the price of goods and services. Income distribution is how the national income is being distributed, and employment or employment level means under full employment will be studying that every individual will be getting the jobs. And under foreign exchange rate, it is how one currency is being exchanged to another currency, and savings are the proportion of income which individual keeps without spending. Okay, summary. Okay. Now let us dive into global environment. Okay. So under global environment, okay, students. Okay. So under global environment means the example what is global before the what? Okay. So global environment means the relationship between other countries. Okay. The relationship with other countries. Okay. So you can say exchange of goods and services with other people or other countries, more other than Sri Lanka. Okay. So if we're explaining about the positive, example, is it good having relationship or importing or exporting? Is it good or bad? Both we have. Both, yes, correct. We have both positive and negative impacts. So if you're saying about positive impacts, now example, we have, okay, we have a connection with USA something. So what do we can obtain the new technology, we can obtain the new market. Okay, we can have foreign investment. No? There's a country called Sri Lanka. We'll be speaking about China. We have teas, we have these apparel things and everything. So come and invest. So because of this connection, we can do foreign investment. So when you are doing foreign investment, you can obtain dollars. No, the country is very good. No, so and also we can import quality goods. Okay, that is something a positive impact. Negative impact means something what happened mostly. What negative impacts? What that is most happening in Sri Lanka. What most skillful workers what they do, they migrate to other countries. They go to other countries to find opportunity. So that is something a negative impact to one country, right? So what we can see, skilled workers will be leaving out the country. Okay, so local business, what they may struggle. Now, why, what if skilled workers go? So what the position will be vacant, right? And also culture influence. So now, it is a very big issue. So you can see it's not like before 20 years or something. So because of this global environment, our cultures also have been influenced. Okay. Now let us dive into business environment. Okay. So under why do we need to study business environment? Okay. If you're telling me, okay, why do we need teacher? Why do we need to learn? Why do we need to study about owners, competitors, or about this environment? Because to analyze what about the SWOT analysis. Okay. It's one of the important. So I'll be drawing like this. Okay. Okay. Just draw with me. Okay. Just write here strength, weakness, opportunities, and trends. Okay. Put a small description. Okay. Put a small description. Put a note. This strength and weakness, it's related to what? Internal environment. Okay. It's related to what? It's related to internal environment. Opportunities and trends, it's related to what? It's related to external environment. It's related to what? External environment. Okay. So if we are saying about strength, so under internal environment, we studied about owners, managers, employees, right, students? Something good related to owners having a very good amount of money. Okay. You can see example like this, having a very good adequate capital, having a very something, a positive impact of these stakeholders, it's a strength. Okay, a positive impact. Same if it is a negative impact of owners, managers, and employees, it will be a weakness. That is how we identify. Understood, students? Internally, if it is opposite of the strength, opposite of bad things about the owners and managers of employees, it will be automatically, it will be what? Weakness. Okay? If you're thinking about the external, so under the external environment, all the negative effect of all the external environment about customers, suppliers and competitors, it will be regarding opportunities. It will be regarding what? Opportunities. Okay, all the good things comes under opportunities. All the bad things come under threats. Related to what? External environment. Regarding what? External environment. Okay. Just can you note it down? Finish noting down? Okay. So now we have come to the end of this session. Okay. Because let us go dive into past papers. And then we can end the session with the quiz. Okay. So if you are saying about the summary of the lesson, okay. So business environment will be categorizing into two, internal and external. So under external, we will be learning about what? Under internal, we will be studying about who? Owners, managers, and employees. Under external environment, we studied about who? Competitors, suppliers, Yes, manages employees, correct. Yes, Manish, correct. So we have yes, we have computers, suppliers, and we have customers, then we have suppliers, then we'll be having mm, then we're having customers, and we have computers mainly, and also all the other environment, political environment, legal environment, economic environment, technological environment, and global environment. So how we can identify how we can identify our business is doing good or well, we can go through what? We can analyze it through the SWOT analysis. Okay. So we have the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay. So under strength and weakness, it will be something related to internal environment, something related to owners, managers, and employees. And under external environment, related to what? It will be related to external environment. Answer, students? Okay. So I have upload both the worksheet also, students. So what you can do is you can go through the questions under it. Okay. So I have given some questions and answer the questions. Okay. You can go through it. Let us dive into past papers. Okay. Let us do a 1 or 2 past papers. Then let us go to the quiz. Okay. So did you understand? Nuha, Manisha? Understood or not? No? Okay. Yes, Nuha. Okay. Okay, Manish. Okay. Okay.
Okay, students, let's start with the quiz. Okay. So do you have Google? Can you access the Google, students? Ishanas, Manisha, just drop me a message. So let's start with the quiz.
Okay. I'll share my screen. Let's see where we start. Okay. So we went through now. So yeah, yeah. Okay. So we are on the summary. Okay. So we went through the questions. This is the computer question. And this will be. Okay. I hope you everyone will be having the worksheet, right? Okay. I'll upload it to the. Okay. So students, okay, be responsive. Okay. Can you send me the answer for the seventh one? That means, yes, for this one, can you send me the answers for these students for this? The seventh one, what's the answer? Manisha, Fatima, yes, for the answer B and C. Okay, it's B and C, B and C. So they are telling that, okay, they are giving an environment, so they are declaring a day to celebrate disabled soldiers, increasing the bank interest rate, increasing the price levels of consumer goods. So what includes all economic environment? Yes, B and C, correct. 8. The next seventh one. Do this one. I'll explain, okay? So increasing the value of American dollar relative to the value of Sri Lankan rupee for a government exporting company is, when you see dollar, what is coming into your mind, students? Manisha? When it's something related to money, always what? It's, tell me? Yes, it's the second, that means economic environment, correct. Okay? This is, it's very easy, okay? So see here, fourth one. Due to the increase of American dollar value against the Sri Lankan rupee, the cost of imports crude oil has increased. Okay, so this is a part two question. Okay, this is a part two question. Okay, so what you can do is, okay, can you tell me, due to the increase of American dollar, the cost of importing crude oil has increased. Now, what is the business environmental factor? Is simply what? When it comes regarding dollar, it will be always what? It will be always economic environment. What? Economic environment. Okay. If you are telling about, okay, how can it be minimize? A method to minimize a crude oil. So what we can use to minimize, what is a substitute? We can use what? Instead of crude oil, what we can use? Tell me. Yes, we can use electronic vehicles, right? Vehicles. Okay. A small single answer. Okay. Let's go for 5, 5th and 7th. Okay. So Nipuna and Upuli, the owners of luxury products business which exports coconut fiber products, received the Best Entrepreneur Award in 2019, and the government offered a foreign tour to them an employee. So what is the external environmental factor? Tell me. Manisha and Krishana's, what's the answer? External environment. What will be? Is it Nipuna, Upuli, the employee, or the government? Yes, it's the government. Yes, it's the government. So you know, yes, it's the fourth. Correct. It's the fourth, no? Next one, receiving the Best Entrepreneur Award by luxury product is what? Is it the entrepreneur is something? The owner, is it related to internal or external? Tell me first one. Is it internal or external? Entrepreneur or owner? Yes, it's internal. So related to internal, it will be what? Strength or weakness. Correct, Manish? It's the first one. So what is the positive? It will be the strength. So that is how we identify it. Okay. So let us go for the sixth one. Okay. Suput is conducting an electric bulb manufacturing business, a trade to its business. So you know a trade means something related to external bad. What? External bad. External bad. Okay. External, it's a bad thing. Negative impact. So the skill employees. So if your employees always you have it's the interns, it's wrong. This is not the thing. The increasing of demand for solar, no increasing. So let's keep that one. Not paying the installment of bank loan obtained by business. No, that is something related to intern. No, we are not paying means we don't have enough capital. Not making financial statements. First one. To business, not maintain financial statement. Financial statements should be done by managers. No? So it's their responsibility. Something bad of the managers or owners or employees. So it will be intern. Something, everything is related to business. Intern, no? So the answer will be what? The second one. See, now it's a solar bulb. So solar power bulbs will be a substitute for electric bulb. So that is solar companies or something other than we instead of electric we can put. So it's something like a competitor. Normally competitor where is it? It's external. No? So external bad is something called as trade. Okay. Okay. So we can see here. So it's one of the years. So it's 2021 and 2021 all the way. Okay. So tell me, Koggal, the tourism paradise. Is it an opportunity or an exam? There is something called as Ganguly Safari. So under this description. So Ganguly Safari is something a business. Okay. Some animals or something. So you know, Koggala tourism paradise. It will be a what? An opportunity. I think you without the description you can't do it. Now let us see. Divans management income. Divans will be the owner. So Divans is the owner. So owner's management degree. So it's an advantage to the business. So owner is something related to internal. So it will be strength. Tilak experienced boat rider. So it's an employee, no? So it will be also strength. Kumar, untrained employee. So Kumar, untrained employee will be what? Internal but negative. So it will be a weakness. Madol was situated near business building. So it's a what? External, external environment. External environment, a positive thing. So it will be a opportunity. Okay. Let's dive into the last set of questions. Okay. Nalin, an engineer, resides in the Rose Villa apartment after completing his doctoral studies. He conducts a domestic solar panel manufacturing and distribution business as Vijaya Solar Panel. Sun Power Private Limited supplies raw materials for the production concerns. Supun helps for the manufacturing activities. The products are distributed through the chain of city supermarkets owned by Ruan. So the above case, Nalin has fulfilled his housing need from what? Nalin. Okay, Nalin household need from what? Rose Villa apartment. Okay. So if you are telling about the external environment of Vijaya Solar Panel business, it will be what? Is it the no? Necessity supermarket will be, yes, it will be what? External. Ruan to Nalin. So Nalin and engineer. Okay. Okay. So Nalin will be the owner. So owner is internal. Owner is internal. So Ruan will be a supplier. And then Sun Power Company is also what? It's a so Sun Power will be a supplier. Ruan will be also a supplier. Then Supun he helps for the manufacturing. So he's an employee. The system markup it will be pronounced as the chain of external. Okay. So you know Sun Power it will be the Ruan. So it will be what? Ruan and Sun Power Private Limited. It will be second one. Okay. So I'll just drop the quiz. Okay, just try it. Okay, I'll drop the quiz. Try the quiz. Okay, students, try the quiz and see. I'll drop it. So by now I'll be concluding the class. So if you're going about what we learned today, okay, what we learned today, we learned about the business environment, about internal environment and external environment. The internal environment we studied about owners, managers and employees. And under political environment, we studied, sorry, under external environment, we studied political environments, legal environment, and what is technological environment. And students go through this economic environment is one of the important things. Okay, go through under economic environment. Next, we'll be having global environment. Then go through the SWOT analysis. Okay. Okay, I hope it's the time to conclude the session. I hope you understood the session today. Okay. Manisha, Rishanas, did you understand this session? Yeah. Okay. Very happy to hear that everyone. So I'll just drop the I'll just drop the procedure how you can go and do the quiz. Okay. Then the top performance will be okay. We'll be putting a message. Okay. We'll be informing who will be the top performance. Okay. Okay. I'll conclude the class.